standout. I didn't know the season extended to 2017. Baseball's usually played in just one calendar year, but it's all good.
We've been on the air for an hour and a half already, and it took you that long to say that. The Saints exacted revenge on the Vikings with a 30-20
win. Whatever amount of minutes we've been on there, he's been a jerk the whole year.
I love you.
Well, thank you, Jenna.
On Sunday Night Football, New Orleans is now 6-1. See, you in or out on the Saints being the biggest challenge to the Rams in the NFC?
Wait a second. What's the question again?
I'm in.
Okay. I'm in. I like the Saints. I believe Dennis Allen's done a great job since that week number 1. I know the defense wasn't great week 2, week 3, but the overall improvement with Drew Brees playing some of the best football that we've seen. Yes, Saints are for real.
It can't be any team in the NFC North. None of them have more than 4 wins. It's not Washington in the NFC East.
Nope.
It's the Saints. I'm in. Carolina, I guess, would be next on that list. It's not the Seahawks, even though they've won a couple in a row and got to surprising 4-3. But no, I'm in. The Saints are absolutely the Rams' biggest challenger. And by the way, Jenna, who do the Rams play next week?
The Rams play the Saints next week.
There you go. So we'll get to see them play each other.
Speaking of Carolina, moving on, Cam Newton threw 2 touchdowns and ran for another in a win against the Ravens. Carolina improving to 5-2, 1 game back of the New Orleans Saints. So, Nick, are you in or out on Cam Newton being in the MVP discussion at the midway point of the season?
I am absolutely unequivocally in on this. Listen, Pat Mahomes has an enormous lead on the field, and I think in second place, it's the guy who finished second last year, and Todd Gurley. But you can make a case for Cam just like you make a case for Drew Brees or Jared Goff as that third place guy. Here's what I'd say for Cam. I don't know if there's another quarterback in football that is better for this Carolina team than Cam Newton, that could do what Cam Newton does for this Carolina team. And there's V in MVP's valuables. For those reasons, I'm in. What else?
Also, well, I'm out.
Okay.
But because the other part of my law firms happens to represent this client, there happens to be a conflict of interest.
Yes.
So for me, I got to be out. I got to remove myself because my partner, of course, all the minority quarterbacks, Cam Newton leading that, he represents them. So most of the facts are distorted.
People are like, wait, what happened?
Listen, my side business is I run a sports agency.
Patrick Mahomes,
no, you don't.
They are by far MVP. Those are only 2.
All right, the Steelers.
Then Drew Brees, then Goff.
They held on to the AFC North's top spot on Sunday. James Conner accounting for 212 of Pittsburgh's 421 total yards. He also scored twice. Chris Carter, you in or out on James Conner being the AFC's best running back after dominating the Browns? James Conner.
No, great game. I'm out on that. Kareem Hunt, man, he is the deal. Okay, now he's a special football player. Yesterday's game wouldn't be an indicator from a stat standpoint, but his ability to dominate between the tackles, breakaway threat, and as a receiver out of the backfield, I'm going with Hunt as the best back in the AFC.
Listen, James Conner's been maybe the best story of this NFL season, and the fact that he's even in this discussion is a testament to him. Testament to the Steelers for seeing him at Pitt when other teams had questions about his NFL status, but I'm also out. Kareem Hunt, your defending rushing champ, who is playing, I think, as well as he played last year, just fewer opportunities because they have a more potent passing attack this year than they did last year. Kareem Hunt's the best running back in the AFC. I am out as well.
All right, let's go across the pond. Carson Wentz threw for 286 yards and 3 touchdowns Sunday against the Jags. The Eagles improved to 4-4 with the win. Nick, are you in or out on Philly regaining the playoff home with the win of the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Unfortunately, Jenna, for them and the sexy British lady, Cece likes to call her, I am out. Listen, the Eagles had to win this game. If they didn't win this game, to me, it led the show and their season's over. Like, they're not eliminated the way the Giants are, but they're de facto eliminated. They got the win, but it wasn't a dominant win. Nope. They have one dominant win all year. It was against the Giants. Like, they don't yet look to me like one of the 10 best teams in the NFL. They're 9th in their own conference right now. For all those reasons, I am out.
I'm out. I don't like their offensive line. I'm concerned about Lane Johnson, his ability to be able to get back into the lineup. I don't believe that Peters, their left tackle, is an elite player. I believe he is a detriment week in and week out. So, no, I'm out. I'm in on the sexy lady, the British lady with the accent. I'm in with her. But
you are.
Eagles, man, they got some. I'm concerned about the Eagles.
I need these London games to be over because this is making me uncomfortable.
No, it ain't.
No, you're not.
Whoa. No, it's not. Finally, with the Red Sox.
Jenna said, whoa, and looked at me.
The English teacher jumped out.
Oh, yeah, right? Finally, the Red Sox Sox World Series champs. The city of Boston has 11 pro sports titles now since the turn of the century. That covers all 4 major sports: Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins, and the Patriots, all winning in that span. CCU in or out, ready for it, on Boston being the best sports town in the country.
Jenna, this one's easy right here.
Yes.
I mean, if winning's important, not unless they're going to move the goalpost, move the finish line. No, Boston, they are in. All sports becoming winners? No, man, that's one thing I'm missing from my resume is a championship. Absolutely, Boston, I'm in.
Boston's won enough. They don't need to win this for me. I'm out. I'm just, listen, yeah, they won. I'm happy. 5 for the Pats, 4 for the Sox, 1 for the Celtics, 1 for the Bruins. They're in the championships every year. I get it. I'm out.
Which is a better sports town than Boston?
All of them.
What?
Pick them.
Based on what?
Well, let's just go to Cleveland. Since I got
Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland, better sports town.
They won they've won as many championships. No, they haven't. Damn.
They won as many
championship in
games?
the last 3 years. All right, Cleveland might be below Boston.
They just got rid of Ty Lue. How the Cavs doing?
We'll talk more about
Don't get him started.
that story tomorrow.
They might be firing their football coach.
I understand it, but you guys put this question in here to set me up. You guys know the Boston sports success rubs me the wrong way. It irritates me. Maybe it shouldn't. I know it makes you mad that it irritates
I like
me,
the music
but it
playing right
irritates
now.
me. So I'm out. I don't have that reason C, like you would say. It's my answer. I'm out.
Got to take a break.